Hello, hockey and basketball fans. My name is David. I thought I would start this video a bit after 4 on the afternoon of Saturday, 8th of April, 2023, North American Eastern Time. Thought I would do is, including in response to a claim made in a video by amateur sports, whatever it is, Jacob Gramania, who the guy goes on Twitter, about the use of Jeff Doughton, point guard for the Raptors, on the two-way contract. As much as I would like to believe that two-way contracts in the NBA should be like those in the NHL, no limit on usage, no limit on number of games being used, this is the system we're in. And the problem is, because so few of those free agent signings that Raps President Ujiri and GM Webster have signed for the Raptors haven't worked out. We are where we are. The Raps are where they are. Having to compete in a playing spot. So what I'm just gonna do is I don't know what I would do first is in terms of the Raps' final regular season game. And then go into, well, it's not been good, that's for sure. Alright, so I'm just gonna, while I try to upload that, I thought I would do is, alright, so this season has been kind of a mess. Having trouble winning more than 2 games at a time. January was particularly rough. Yeah. And then we have, So what I'm going to do is try to see if I can do this here. Alright. Well, that uploads. Thought I would do is just try to maybe quickly upload from another. Alright, never mind. I'm just going to try to. Alright, I'm going to just do is try to. Alright. Alright, let me just go here. Just give me a moment here. Sportsnet NBA scores. So I'm going to go to. Alright. Give me a moment here. Alright, let's go to here. So what I want to do is gotta go to. Alright, just gonna click that. So we're going to do the Raps in their final regular season game. It's going to be on all 4 Sportsnet regional channels. Broadcast network for the play-in game, hosting the Chicago Bulls, to be determined. So, why should Masai Ujiri and GM Webster be fired should the Raps fail to win a playoff series in 2023? Well, it's relatively simple. It's been, so let's look at the Raps record of, so I'm going to go to a list of Toronto Raptors seasons and how far they've gotten in the 2020s. Alright, I'm going to try to, sorry for technical difficulties. So what I would do is just try to go, never mind. So I'm going to go to there. So Raptors seasons. So there was some success in the 2010s. We have the championship there. I mean, we have those seasons there. So, no playoff success so far after this season. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to. So, we have the president. So, we'll go to. So, Toronto Raptors. So, May 2013, Ujiri has ever since then served as an executive. So that is important here. 2017, Bob Webster was named as the team's new general manager. I don't want to deny that Webster and Ujiri have brought the Raps playoff success. Indeed, the Raps won a championship. The problem is that this season has been so bad that at one point the Raps weren't even in a play-in spot. Although it's a bonus, certainly, I'm gonna have to see, there's all the sports on, all that. I could pretty much pick and choose. The main thing is that these Raps are far from being playoff capable. And when I look at how the Raps have performed this season, I look at a team that has performed wildly inconsistently. Indeed, over the last, from March, from February, there. I'm going to go, it's kind of been a mix. There have been a lot of wins. But last month there was a big losing streak, 3 games against the Nuggets, Lakers. Oh wait. Excuse me. All right, in order of the Nuggets, Denver, Clippers, and Lakers. And then they won those games back. But still, it's troubling that games on the road, and there's only one game at home the rest of the season. And that is coming up in under 24 hours time against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, let's see how the Raps have done. So yeah. So in January, it was an overtime loss. That was at home. In early January, mid-January, it was a road loss in regulation. And then last month, the Raps lost again. It was 118 to 111. Another regulation loss. Am I confident the Raps are going to win that game? No, I am not confident whatsoever. So what I would do is go to the latest NBA standings. Currently watching the Oilers play the Sharks. So gonna just get onto there if I can. Just gonna see if I can pull up the standings here and see if I can do. For the current season, whoops. They only win any tiebreakers, and yeah. So yeah. Looks like the Raps are not going to. Yeah, well, they're on tiebreaker. The Raps win that win any tiebreaker between themselves and the Bulls, but not against them and the Hawks. So it's going to be the Heat will play in a play-in spot. Um, yeah. So this is how the play-in is going to go. So in the first round, if the Raps somehow beat the Bulls, will the Raps will meet the loser of the Heat Hawks play-in game, and then win against the Heat or Hawks. Will we'll have a date with the Milwaukee Bucks in that first round series. So that's going to be interesting. But given how poorly the Raps have played, it's I'd like to believe the Raps will win a playoff series, but against against a Bucks team, the Raps have yet to beat this season. At least after last preseason, who knows? So let's just recap here why the time will come to fire Ujiri and Webster should the Raps fail to win a 2023 playoff series. Well, it will have been 3 seasons since their last playoff series win, poor free agent signings, and either have been too many of them that haven't panned out. Look at the bench. There are too many games where bench production is poor. Defense from bench players is poor. To me, it's simple. It's not easy to change it. It's not easy to change the players on the team, but with a new front office, should the Raps fail to win a playoff series, I feel it has a better chance of helping get the Raps back to playoff success before they become an NBA version of the Leafs. We all know how the Leafs have done in recent seasons. Well, during the NHL's own salary cap era, which began the 2005-06 season, the Leafs have yet to win even one playoff series. The Raps have won quite a few since the NHL salary cap during the NHL salary cap era. But what the Raps haven't done is it's been we're in the third season already. There should have been, after last season, there was progress. There was the Raps got into a playoff spot after having missed the season before that. But Ujiri and Webster should have made changes to the roster to get that roster from getting into a playoff series to winning. That's what any prudent GM executive would have done. To make changes to get the Raps to that point where they can succeed in the postseason. Because only if they do, do I plan to call the Raps a championship contender once more. Anything less, and it's just, there's no point. These Raps aren't championship ready. They have to prove to me that they are. And beating the Milwaukee Bucks on Sunday will go some way. Will go some way to perhaps proving the Raps have turned things around. I'm not optimistic, though. Of course I want the Raps to go as far as possible in the NBA playoffs. And hey, an NBA championship would be nice. The problem is the Raps aren't just not likely to go that far, but will be lucky if they can string together, winning a play-in round, first against the Chicago Bulls, and then at a later date against the loser of the Heat Hawks series. We'll see what happens. Anyway, go Raps go. and go, Leafs go.